There's a best way to build self-confidence that applies to everyone and trumps any other methods. There are no better ways to become self-confident. Why is this the case? This is the case because all confident people have something in common, which is their inner core of self-belief. This core radiates confidence outwardly and inwardly. It's something within them which is easily perceived by others in certain situations that require lots of self-confidence. So the best way to build self-confidence is to grow inside yourself a confident core, which is a very strong sense of self. This will give you self-belief, self-esteem, willpower, and a sense of happiness in your life. All people who have a strong sense of self also have a high level of self-confidence. All people who have a weak sense of self have all sorts of problems and disorders. They may not necessarily appear weak from outside, but it's obvious if you observe long enough their patterns of behavior. Find who you are. Most people do not truly know who they are, what they value in life, and what they believe. Their concept of themselves is different from how they truly are inside. They also don't know what they value in life because they focus on the superficial aspects of reality. Plus, many of their beliefs direct their behavior at a subconscious level and they don't have a clue about it. Their minds are literally their masters and they are their slaves. Become authentic. Once you find who you are as a person, it's time to live according to it. In the vast majority of situations, it's not worth it to manipulate others and deceive them. It's much better to live your life strongly and according to who you are within. In this way, you will live an easy and challenging life while you avoid the common drama that fills most people's lives. Accept everything and everyone as it is. This is very hard to do because it requires first that you perceive the world as it is. This means that you have to remove your biases so your perception is as objective as possible. You will also have to remove the society's programming and go through a process of not knowing what's true and real. It's a process of self-discovery and of exploration of the external world. Look at things from many perspectives. Objectively speaking, and as far as we know, the world is in one way. But there are many points of view from which you can see it. People have their own perspectives and you can learn a lot from them. The world also manifests in very different ways from place to place or from culture to culture. For example, the cultural monuments and the nature is quite different in Thailand compared to their counterparts in Europe. Accept and integrate your negative and demonic traits. Integrating your darkness is truly one of the best ways to build self-confidence and a very strong sense of self. Most people shy away from their negative traits. They want to see themselves better than they are and they expect others to see themselves as such. This makes them disconnected from their own unconscious dark impulses. It makes them out of touch with their dark side. Many people want to keep things predictable because this will help them avoid their own irrationality and the irrationality of others. They fear irrational and unpredictable reactions both from themselves and others because they unconsciously suppress their dark side. They don't want to look at, admit it exists or be exposed to it. They live their lives in denial regarding this aspect. Until you accept the demon, or the animal instinct within yourself, you are not truly yourself. You are incomplete without it because the demon within you is also part of you. Denying its presence and trying to believe that you are descended from an angel or a 100% good person is just a pie in the sky. It's an illusion and it doesn't really exist. Making peace and controlling your negative urges is an important way to blossom as a human being and become who you are meant to be. Building a very strong sense of self is the best way to build self-confidence in the long term. You might have luck with other ways in the short term. But if you desire a high level of self-confidence that will last your entire lifetime, then it's best if you build it like this.